Welcome everybody, I'm J.R. Ellis. We are starting to our housing hike. This is casually touring player houses in the Elder Scrolls Online, seeing the cool things that you can do with the housing editor, the houses, the furnishings, lots that you can do to build up something unique. Our housing hike doesn't have any particular theme to it. We're just going to go and enjoy some homes, get some decoration inspiration along the way, and we have Twitch chat here, and so feel welcome to share your thoughts if you're in Twitch chat. So here we go. We're going to go to Hachiko Chan's Potentate's Retreat up first. I'm excited. I've toured many of Hachiko Chan's homes before, so has a very realistic styling going on with it. Tends to be kind of modern Japanese amenities, so we'll see. We'll see what this is. More old school, a little bit more old school, given the furnishings that you can use. Okay, so the entrance is a big empty space. So I think they mostly just decorated out in the courtyard. So I'll get there first. If I can remember how to navigate this map. Here we go. I'm excited. We're going to have a Japanese onsen. Oh, where all to go? I'll head down here first. Oh, so this is... Take the shortcut. Okay, so... Does it look like we're in a Japanese street? I think so a little bit, with the lanterns hanging down there, the slanted roofs, looking really good. So... Okay. Oh, you'll find lots of typical Japanese places, not just an onsen. I think we'll also have some market, like a market structure here. Okay, so cool. Oh, we can even go inside of these. It's not just like a facade. This is cool. This is awesome. So go in here, and we have a tea shop, like a cakery. So we have cakes and tea. That's cool. So I would imagine that these spices, in this instance, are probably being used to be... It could be tea here. Hachiko, you're here. Well, let me know if I get anything wrong. So we have just a nice little shop here. Just using these display cases, and that shivering cheese looks great. Using some sweet rolls, embedding those in that kind of makes it look like it has frosting or just the fruits on top, like a fruit filling on top. Looks beautiful. Colorful. It's awesome. And it looks like there's going to be lots of little shops here. This is a lot to look forward to. Just a little black cat. Just hanging around the shops. And we have a hibachi style grill. Awesome. So we have the chopsticks. We have a big grill. Samantha Jane says, "Howdy y'all, I'm back. Good to see you. And then we have like the low set Japanese seating here, right? Try to come kneel here. I don't think I can even get that low. Kinda, nearly. So, I'm trying to get a good look at it. So we have just a couple little things with lids. Using the very tippy top of a vase kind of for, maybe for, would that be for sake or would that be more for like a sauce? Could be. Hachiko-chan. Okay, awesome. Oh, a coffee and tea shop was previous one. Yeah, it's a little wood elf vase being used for that. And then we have some grilled meat and veggies from the grill. Awesome. And this would be some sort of sushi using the ivory and then just the very top of a like a vase there. Sake and sauce. Okay. Perfect. It's a very simple type of a modern look to it, right? I like it. I'll try to get a bit of a top-down view. There we go. I think that'll work a little bit better. can look like sushi or onigiri or dessert. There you go. Yeah, it could nearly looks like a flan or something, some sort of dessert. Whatever. I mean, you're using furnishings in ways that they're not really meant to, so you can just imagine it the way that you want to, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be in anything in particular. We have a fresh market. We have fresh crabs and fish. They're fighting. Perfect. Using that large display case. So the cool thing about something like this large display case is that you can just kind of shove it into the wall here. You don't have to use the entire thing of it, and it just ends up working out really well as far as kind of having a nice frosty look to it. Looks like it's cold. Samantha Jane says it makes you very hungry. I know, everything looks so fresh here. We even have like a cold section. Clever use, kind of just putting those little clockwork handles there makes it look like a pretty modern glass door. Just swing that open, grab what you need, keep everything fresh in there. Okay, this is awesome. It's just like so much to explore. And then, oh, there's more over that way. I'm going to head this way first. Crayfish with a sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome to our housing hike, touring some beautiful houses on PCEU right now, starting with Hachiko Chan's Potentate's Retreat. This is a very elegant setting. Just a couple of furnishings, just kind of putting those boulders in there, natural look with the moving water, ends up working well. Crabs are going to see who's in first. That's right. Ooh, we have... Oh, it's like a vending machine. I was like a little confused what these plaques were. So you can kind of imagine this being a... I'm assuming this is like a vending machine, just based off the placement of those plaques. So you have drinks up in there. They're on display. Put your coins in here, and then it will fall down and pick it up from the bottom, right? That's perfect. It's very clever. Dark Wolf says it's brilliant. That's right. And then, so kind of going with the onsen look, with the Potentate's Retreat. So going with the hot spring. So you can imagine there being some hot water to splash around in here. Probably a popular place. Whole community is kind of supported by it. And the Potentate's water is perfect for this, right? Because it kind of has a kind of that bluish green tint to it as you splash around. So I love this. Good choice for all the rocks and the plants around it too. I like the blooming ginkgo there, just kind of with the petals, kind of softens the look of this up. Hachiko Chan says, I love to see down in the water. Yeah, the water here is like it's one of the few homes that has very clear water like this. Hachiko Chan says the colors are amazing there. And there's more to see, Oh my goodness, there's like a whole building that you've decorated out there. This is cool. I love the bridge. So the bridge is built up from scratch. So this the view from here is incredible. Hachiko-chan has a really good eye for detail as far as just like the right number of trees and rocks and things to put there. It's a really nice landing area here on top of the water, so I can kind of take a... So it's not just like you go across a bridge for the sake of getting across. It's more like you get across a bridge, you pause here, you take in the beauty of the scenery, you chat with friends or acquaintances or co-workers, and then you keep going on your way. I love just a little spot to breathe. Yeah, this is Hachiko-chan's house on EU. Good use of these Dres dividers, right? I think they're the Great Houses dividers. Has a good texture there. Ooh, lovely fireplace. using an elsewhere altar up above. It's a really warm, modern look to this. And really changing the textures here. So this is using things like the elsewhere floors as walls, or adding the stairways here. And you can get a good view of everything from up here. Awesome. Low bed. Simple little vanity there. Wonderful colors. This is a potentate's retreat, so most of what you see here has really been built up. Like, most of the structure of this house has been covered up. Nice little meeting room off to the side here, again with like the really low setting. Adding some much needed cushions there. Everybody's like, definitely a 10 out of 10. It was a lovely home, lovely home. Thank you. I think there's more to see too. Just even adding things like the boat out there, so you can kind of imagine going on a little ride out there. Okay, I think there might have been some stuff on the other side. I think there is, pretty sure. If you watch out from the window, you have a lovely view too. Oh no! There's like lovely views from everywhere. Okay. I saw that this was spruced up a little bit. So there is a gazebo built into the Potentate's Retreat. So Hachiko Chan changed that a little bit. Again, with kind of like the slanting roofs and the lanterns. And we have kind of like a shrine look going on with this. Kind of like an altar look with the grill down below there. Oh, a little too far. Just wanted to get a good look at it. It's okay, it's okay. I'm just admiring the way that the trees are set in here. It's kind of hugging this. Kind of like they want to get closer to the beauty of the building. Okay, I think that will maybe about do it. I don't know, there's like endless surprises in here. Yeah, some of the elsewhere furnishings can be pretty expensive to craft, so that's one thing. Housing will drain ya. Okay, did I miss anything? Hachiko Chan says it's a shrine to pray for the new year. In Kyoto, there are a lot of temples like that. Oh, okay, so it's a little temple shrine to pray at. Perfect, perfect. There we go, there we go. Helping for great things going forward. Okay, I think that will about do it. Thank you so much, Hachiko-chan. It's so beautiful. Really great use of this building, because at least the roof structure of this building is part of the Potentate's Retreat. But really taking it to the next level, using things like the dividers in the walls and the stairways, and even adding things like the vines around it. Really makes it look nice. So, great job with that. Okay, and we'll keep going along with our housing hike. We're going to go to Lavathi's home. Up next, Sleek Creek. Oh, and Hachiko-chan says if you're on PCEU, it is open to visit. So if you are on PCEU and want to go to Hachiko-chan's Potentate's Retreat, feel welcome to go give it a visit. There you go. Easy way to get there is using the Essential Housing Tools Essential Housing Hub. You can favorite things from there. Okay, we're going to go to Lavathi's up next.
Thank you.
Oh, Grainlave 27 subbing 4 months. Thank you so much. 4 months. Grainlave, you are amazing. Thank you. Big hype, big hype. Too bad. Thank you. Okay, Lavathi. Ooh, I'm the first to sign this. Guest journal. I heard giggling. I hear that's probably Lavathi. Now, this is just called thinking outside the box. So, I'm not sure what to expect. Something surprising, I imagine. Lavathi staying true to form with going with a really dense foresty look. You kind of don't quite know where you are, except for that there's a path. You have to follow the path. But are we stuck in this path? Is the path itself a box? Can we get outside the box? We're in Sleek Creek, by the way, so this is totally transformed. So there is Lavathi. Lavathi is welcoming me. Good to see ya, good to see ya. We have hello. Do not have bullhorns on EU or I would do that. And then... let's see. We are... oh, there's a well. Oh, is there somebody trapped down there? Oh no, is that... there's a griffin. Griffin, are you stuck down there? I see a moo. I see a minotaur bust. It's like I've fallen down a well. The griffin is trying to console me. I can't quite get back out. Oh no, oh no. I am stuck in the box. That is me down there. I'm stuck in the box. I'm stuck in a well. Save me, save me. Can I go in here? I don't think I can, right? It's closed off. It looks like some sort of like a... some sort of a hut out here, out in the forest. So, woodworking hut. Oh no, outside the box. Or am I supposed to get down there and save myself? Maybe that's... I have to think outside the box to save myself. Yeah, the elsewhere carts are used for the doors here, so it adds a lot of color. That's a great way of getting a red door. So, that's one thing, is if you're ever looking at furnishings, is kind of look at the colors and the textures on them and think of how you might be able to use them in different ways. It's always a great way of doing that. I love the cats just kind of posed in different places. Like this cat's interested in what's down there, or this cat is just kind of having fun being the king of the woodpile, or this one's just kind of gazing out there. Oh, you shoved stuff way out there. This is so cool. So, one thing that's kind of tricky about the housing editor... oh, Swan Song.
Thank you. Moo.
Swan Song, thank you. Big hype. 15 months. Thank you for your continued support, Swan Song. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, so one thing that's tricky about the housing editor is that you kind of have like the confines of the house. Here's like the house and its footprint. But then there's like the viewable area, which is going to be much bigger around that. And what you can do is you yourself might not be able to get out there, but you can just shove furnishings out there. It can be tricky to do that, especially without add-ons. So all of this is actually outside the property, but what Lavathi has done has really decorated this place outside of Sleek Creek. So this is actually down where... normally, if you look out at this, it would just kind of look very barren. There would be the water and, like, kind of little islands, but, like, they barely have any rocks or trees on them. So Lavathi has really done a lot to make this look like part of a village. So you kind of have, like, the really colorful door here, which would be, like, one home. And then you have another home over there, another home over there. So you imagine the neighbors are probably very friendly with one another, probably help each other out in this kind of tricky environment to live in, right? And so you have like fishing set up, you have traps set up, so you can see that they are successfully fishing and things like that, and doing their laundry. There's a well out there. I mean, I can't get any closer than this. So it's amazing to see all of this out there. It's like world building out there. It's great. It's creative. It is creative. Yeah, so I think that's what Lavathi must have meant by thinking outside the box, is building out. Oh, we even have the birds flying up above. Great addition. Just chuck that dead bird out there, and it looks like it's flying. It looks like it's flying, right? Perfect. Again, I love the doors there. So that's using some elsewhere carpets and little runners. Very colorful. Get down to the griffin. Wait, it is possible to get down there. Okay, yeah, I need to save myself. Poor griffin is stuck. Okay, if I were me, how would I have got myself stuck down there? That's the question. Let's see. There's gotta be a secret way. Dark Wolf with a sub. Thank you so much. Big hype, big hype. Use all the moves, all the moves. Okay, how would I get down there? This is Sleek Creek, so it's a little tricky to figure out. Maybe there's like a path here, a little path here, a little path here. Maybe a little path here. I'm just gonna suddenly fall, aren't I? Little path. There's a little path. Oh, there's a little path. There's a little path. Oh no. Oh, I just suddenly fell. Of course. Oh no. Oh. Hello, Azabi. Azabi has a nice place down here. I fell. I know. It's what I do. I love the colors here because it's using a lot of the greenery, and then the red lights just add a lot of color contrast. And so I always like how Lavathi does the lighting. Good use of the sugar pipe here. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Sky Fairhurst with a follow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then we have the griffin. The griffin is protecting me, right? You're not trying to eat me while I'm in my fallen state, right? I think this is representing me. Okay, perfect. And waterfall feeding this area. And I think I'm stuck down here. Azabi and I will become best friends because I'm stuck now. Perfect. I think Azabi is good company. Okay, thank you, Lavathi. I think that'll do it, right? Are these the canopy beds? I think this is just using some elsewhere canopy beds, so kind of sinking this one down into the ground just so you get a bit of a platform, putting some carpets on top, and then flipping this one upside down, and you get kind of an interesting kind of like roof lattice structure. Okay, Lavathi says that's all. Thank you so much, Lavathi. Thank you. Okay, we'll continue along with our housing hike. We're going to go to 2 of Silvervin's up next. Moon Sugar Meadow. Yeah, Mayhem's on right now. You can get 1 standard bearer thing per day. Prices on those will come down pretty quickly. Maybe 25k today. They'll be cheap by the time the event's over. Yeah, be sure to get your event tickets each day during the Mid-Year Mayhem. You can get up to 39, which is quite a lot. Get your next 2 Spectral Indrik berries. And some other goodies. Okay, Silvervind up next. Silvervind said to follow the planks. He said the sky was not finished. I'm not quite... They said that wasn't really relevant, but I'm kind of curious what that means. We'll follow the planks. Follow the planks to something glorious. I'm sure. Oh, what is that? I see a bone Goliath up above. Oh, they do have some visual effects in here. Okay. Planks. I'm following planks. I see text. Ignore the stuff in the sky and follow the wooden planks to get into the house by the water. Enjoy. Okay, so we're gonna go explore the house by the water. I see. They're doing. I see. They're working towards another build up there. I can't not ignore it, right? you can't. You can't say ignore it and then not take a peek. Like, oh, what are you working on there? I see lots of gazebos. Looks cool. Okay, we're gonna follow the planks. Following this way. Follow straight this way. Follow the planks. Okay, there's gonna be something out this way. Something. It's a little sneak peek at things to come. Okay, a little sneak peek. But Silvervent was very proud of something out by the water. Following the planks. Following the... Oh, you have a lovely house out here. I see you even have the big wall as a backdrop to kind of hide everything else, right? Okay, so we have a house out here. I've toured many of Silvervent's homes before, so I knew that this was going to be good. Oh, I love the architecture style. I don't know what style I would call this. Mostly because I'm not really familiar with what different styles are called, but it has this kind of geometric type of a look to it with a very angular construction. And then it's softened up with all of the plants and everything. Okay, so we have a great grill outside. Cooking up some game. Good fireplace there. Lovely courtyard with all the ferns and tenmar plants and undergrowth. Great palm trees. It's not too dense. It's enough that if you need to, you can walk out through this, right? So it's not too intimidating. It's not like you have to worry about what's lurking in the bushes. It's just enough that you can see some of the colors through here. Is this a visual effect? I think this is a visual effect because it looks like there's water there. Okay, it's just a very subtle, kind of like a clear water visual effect look. Aspen, with a follow, thank you so much. Welcome to our housing hike, touring Silverven's home here on PCEU right now, getting some decoration inspiration. And then inside, more fire. Cooking and keeping warm seems to be important. The big, thick mantle up above. I like the look of it. Using a sarcophagus as a sink. Perfect. It works really well, though, right? Get a good counter look. So I think one of them is upside down so that they get the counter space. And then one is right side up with the dishes in it. It's a good shape for a sink. Oh, works well. It works well. Also, clever little detail here is just using part of the cane mead wine rack. Just sinking that down because this is actually like 5 rows tall. But if you want to be a little bit more humble, just sink it down, have 3 rows. Seems to probably fit the feel of the house a little bit better. Then, what else do we have? More fire, wow. Must be a cold area, just because it's like every room has its own heat source. Oh, a table. I always like it when people do the upside down table trick. So, this is... I'm not quite sure what it is. What is rectangular with rounded edges? Maybe some... Oh, it's an... Oh, I know what it is. It's the Iliad... No, it's not the Iliad. It's the Dark Elf Ash ceremonial platform. It has sand on the other side of it. I don't remember the exact name of it. That's a clever thing of doing that, because it also just has, like, its own legs underneath it. Okay, works well as a table. Nice inventions. I always like it when people repurpose furnishings. It's a ceremonial ash basin. Okay, and it continues over here. So we have like the practical warm area, and then we have more of like a shrine area. Kind of taking part of the garden and walling it in and protecting it that way, preserving it. Love the colors here. Get some screenshots along the way. Very quiet area. Just a few weird blooms here and there, kind of incorporated throughout the garden, just to add a little bit of color, a little bit of brightness. And then a practical sleeping and study area. Love it, love it. Okay, and I think that will about do it. I like how you have just little things here and there, like the jars or the display case or the various little things here on the cabinet. I imagine each of those is probably important as far as how your character lives here. Blood Stargazer says, love the style here. All blends in well together. There's a bit of a wood elf theme to it, but I don't necessarily think it's wood elf style. Maybe it is, though. It's very... very well might be. Okay, I just love the really angular structure to the home, too. Okay, and we'll continue along. We have another one of Silvervin's home up next. So if you like this next one should be good as well. Or maybe they're completely different from one another. Okay, Silvervin had Gorner Estate. Except that they just use part of the home. That's one thing that you can do, especially given the item limit constraints, is just decorate part of a home. What we did just here, we just went to a little corner of the Moon Sugar Meadow just to go see the home. Great Gemini, good to see ya. Mo to ya, mo to ya. Okay, what do you do with Gorner Estate? Do whatever you want with it. So let's see what Silvervin did with it. It does have these pod structures. Cormont House. Okay, we're using some visual effects from Essential Housing Tools to add the text here. I'd love to be able to have signs in the base game so you can kind of tell people what to do with the home. Follow the light to get to the house. This is my house to Alaris contest, a tiny house on 10 orcish platforms. Okay, so there must have been a contest here on EU, or maybe it was talked about on the forums. I'm not actually familiar with it. A tiny house, a tiny house. Follow the light. I'm going to follow the light. Follow the light. Light, 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 light. I think I see a tiny house. Is this a tiny house? It looks like a tiny house. It's a pretty big tiny house. I see some kind of Silvervin style coming through with this one. Similarities with the previous house that we just looked at before, right? The way that the courtyard is set up, the plants are set up, kind of using a lot of these structural pieces in creative ways. Done by Alara Northwind. Oh, I think I did see details on that on forums, right? Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness.
Let the good times roll.
Delicia. 17 months. You are amazing, Delicia. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And for your continued support. Cinnabon says, Alara held a contest a while back that you could only build within the confines of 10 orcish blocks as the base. It could be built up vertically. Oh, okay. So orcish blocks are small, for one thing, and then using that and building up off of it. So then building up vertically. Okay, creative. This doesn't feel very tiny at all, though, does it? Going with kind of this the curvy theme is a little bit different. So the previous home that we went from Silverwind was all angular, right? A lot of 90-degree angles. And this one's using lots of curvy walls. It's definitely different. Try and get a good screenshot of this indoor area. It's just a nice Argonian look to it. I guess it's tiny enough that I'm having camera problems, but it's... That's good, that's good. Tiny little grill up in the corner. Loving the jungle feel. Yes, it's very set in. Like one with nature. Lovely kitchen area. I love how many things you have within reach. So we have all sorts of, cups and things, and maybe some spices and fresh fruits, cutlery. Make something fancy, or make something for any occasion, really. Okay, and going up and up and up. Double wide bed there. It is a double wide bed, right? I think so. Yeah, if you can take like these small beds, which are just like half of this, and just combine them side by side, makes it look a little bit more big, right? A little more not small. That's right. I'm a master wordsmith. That's what I'm known for. And we have a shower tub. I think we have soap down below. Blind Stargazer says, I always love the small, homey feels. Cozy's good? Yeah, cozy can work too. I don't know, if I want a bigger bed to sleep on. So I like how this has been transformed. So this is probably just using a Alinor fountain, but then having that come out of a Argonian statue here kind of fits the kind of Murkmire theme that they have going on with the architecture of the home. So, and then I think we have like a little tub basin here with soap, sudsy bubbles, right? Using just a snow pile to kind of mimic bubbles. And we have we have an Argonian toilet. Oh my goodness, I think. Perfect, using just a couple of Reichling grinding stones. It's clever. If you need a toilet idea, this one could work. Toilets are tricky, because there aren't really any toilets in ESO, so you have to get clever with it. Wait, we have some sort of like a little stairway up. Secret room up above. Oh no, we're having a jumping challenge contest next week. This will be my first test. Okay, I got up here. A meditative spot, place to escape. Still very dense with all the jungle plants, even up here. I love that. Wolstar says you need to test your parkour course for the contest. Yeah, get your entry in if you haven't yet. Okay, love it. And we can continue along. Thank you, Silverwind. Real treat to tour these two homes of yours. No, I'm gonna die so much next week, aren't I? Yeah, it's okay. It'll be great fun. I will definitely have a death counter up. Okay, Silverwind. You are an amazing decorator. Thank you so much for letting me come tour your homes. Okay, that'll be half the homes for today. We're going to go to Nuop Twins up next. Good job, everybody saying good job. So, Dragon Guy says that they made a parkour course that they know is completable, but nobody's completed it yet. Yeah, I'm hoping I can do that. Yeah, if you're on PCNA or PCEU, we do have our 3 upcoming contests starting tomorrow, January 25th. We have our Venerable Potatoes contest on Saturday the 25th. On the 28th, we have our Jumping contest. And on the 30th, we have our Goals Met and Goals Broken contest. If you want to step up to the plate, enter our Goals Met, Goals Broken contest, because I don't have very many entries for that. I think it's a little bit weird, a little bit out there, but I think if you think outside the box, I think you can make a good entry for it. Good big prizes for that too. We're giving away over 1 million gold with each contest. Okay, Noep Twin up next. I shoot for about 3 contests per month. Okay, Noep Twin said to come and visit their Forsaken Stronghold because they have a brewery. And there's gonna be a lot of stuff to test out here with the brewery. So let's see what this is like. Try to get a sense of the place. I'm going to imagine most of it's decorated inside, but I want to get a sense of what might be out here. So we do have lots of stuff going on. It's always so late. Okay, Willow with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome to our housing hike. Oh, so we do have these trellises, just kind of laying them on their side this way, and then adding some vines, so you can kind of imagine that these being for grapes, making some wine. We're going to have lots of drinks with this brewery. Yep, so we're harvesting grapes. Just adding some little bunches of grapes here. Perfect. And an orchard over this way. Picking some apples. Just a simple little orchard, because this is about what you would expect from an orchard, right? Oh, I really like it. Okay, probably not anything around the back, but I'll check out the area just in case. Just in case. We have storage in here. Okay, this is kind of clever. So, lots of times if you're not using a part of your home, you can block it off. So what they've done is they just put some crates in front of it. So it's kind of like they're using this for storage, but don't go peek behind there. Okay. Perfect. Well, good tip. And I want to get a sense of this. They have a pumpkin patch. They did say that they had. Maybe we'll see inside. They have pumpkin beer is one of their drinks that they have on tap. So we're going to go see what this brewery looks like inside now. So, yeah, we have like the grape stumping tubs, getting things nice and pressed. Big operation. That's a big brewery. Okay, going in. I like how it's kind of a combination workspace, testing things, making things, brewing big batches. So you can kind of imagine the workflow of this area. Everything from vine to distillation to serving. We'll see all that here. Probably some spiced drinks here too. That was really fun. I love all the details. Using everything at our disposal, just making that perfect concoction. And lots of inventory. Oh, I see. They're even fermenting stuff back here. I haven't really seen many people use this wood elf fermenting bag as like it's meant to be used. So interesting. So they're actually using this, and they're keeping it in a climate controlled environment here, right? So it has to be just perfect. Just get that fermentation process just right for whatever drink you're going with. Hopefully it's not rot meth. It very well might be. It very well might be rot meth. Oh no. Oh, lots of drinks, lots of drinks. I think I can open these. These are those big Gold Coast kegs. They're huge, they're huge. You can open them, hide things in them, hide a smuggler in it. Okay. And going upstairs, so they have... So I had lots of different things on display here. So they had wine, they have pumpkin beer. We saw the pumpkin patch outside, and we saw the grapevines outside. They have rot meth. That very well might be what's in the fermenting bags. That wouldn't surprise me. They had cider. We did see the apples outside, so cider would make sense. And then they have lots more drinks. And we can go and have a bit of a taste upstairs. With food. A little bit of food, too. With cheese. Cheese and drinks together. Perfect, perfect. And yeah, we can come here and have a taste. Nice and fresh. We have a little performing stage, I think. And it seems like a lot of people come to visit this place. Must be a big hit. That's really fun. Like, it's a big, open, clean area. It's probably what you would want from a brewery, right? Okay, that's fun, that's fun. Hachiko says, do we get a free taste of it? Oh no. Probably pretty expensive. Poor little guy all alone there. Paying customers only. Or maybe it's where you come and test, and then you place your bulk order. You order 10,000 cases of pumpkin beer, or whatever. Might be more of a wholesaler type of a thing. Okay, thank you, No Up Twin. Okay, thank you. We'll continue along. We're going to go to Lorien's. Lorien had 2 homes for us today. Continue to tour a couple of Lorien's homes each day, or each week. Okay, so we're going to Lorien's Cliffshade first. Lorien's, they do a lot of RP, or they at least think about what their characters might do with their home when they're building them. So, this house is for any bookworm scientist. It is a cozy place where one could have all that is needed for various experiments in alchemy or enchanting. And when you can't figure out what ingredient you need or what's the next steps are, surely you will find the book that you need. Okay, so we have a place for a bookworm or scientist doing alchemy and enchanting. I see, we have lots of books. We have a lot of books. Okay, I'm lost within the books already. Oh no. So I can imagine all these books would have different types of research about alchemy and enchanting, and then up above, you can do your alchemy here. Get things just right. Poor bird. Oh my gosh. Did you have to use such big pins? I really like the display of this, though, especially with this alchemy display here. You can kind of imagine this being different notes about the makeup of these plants. It's a great way of displaying this. That's the top of like a Daedric pedestal? I'm not quite sure. Something like that. It really allows all the different colors of the plants to have a lot of contrast against that, right? And then we kind of have a natural terrarium here, just kind of to feed into the alchemy, right? Don't, Blind Circus here, don't like the bird. Poor bird, poor bird. Going with a really dark backdrop on that, too. I don't think there are visual effects here, so that might be using the Cold Harbor folder. Very well might be. Stabby Doom! Oh my goodness. Stabby Doom is an amazing streamer. You should definitely go follow Stabby Doom at twitch.tv/Stabby Doom if you have not. Towards lots of houses. Knows the ins and outs of housing. Thank you, Stabby. The lizard's going to be next. Oh no. The bird died of natural causes, right? Poor bird. Okay. This is really, really well done. And then, I don't know, there's just something about the way this is displayed. It makes me wonder if they used some sort of like a reference picture just for getting the details on this down. Looks very professional. You can't get to the cover. Well, I see that there's nothing in it, so I do appreciate that. Like, do you know what would be the worst thing ever? Is if this coffer were closed, but in the display case. It would probably drive me crazy, right? I can't open it. I can't get to it. At least I can see it's empty from here. So I'll make sure I didn't miss any of the twists and turns from the library down below. Thank you again, Stabby. Thank you. We're having a potato contest kind of in your honor tomorrow. Stabby. Stabby, I need to do an interview with you about what it means to be a potato. I think it's important. Might have some insight for our potato contest tomorrow. And then down below we have more of like an alchemy. So up above was more the alchemy, and then down below is enchanting, right? So we have enchanting down here. So we have all the crystals. And then magical. Pottery wheel's an interesting choice here. Makes me wonder if you're maybe grinding things. That's where all the bookcases went. Good use for them. I mean, they're being used kind of as structural pieces and as bookcases. Okay, thank you a lot, Lorien. That was really fun. I love the constellation, the calibration guide up above, too. Adds the magical light going on, which really fits the enchanting theme, kind of the crystal look, kind of the bright look. So good choice with the calibration guide up above. Okay, and we're going to go to another one of Lorien's up next. Krill says, yeah, totally works. Getting double duty out of the finishing slot. Structure and decor. That's right. Okay, next up, Lorien had a bit of a long backstory for this exercise Coven cottage. So this is the house of their character, Maruvial A. Their character name is Maruvial Alonfe. I'll go with that. Maruvial Alonfe, protector of the green, guardian of the weird, as one of the fated descendants of the Aedra who walked Tamriel, as well as the ancestors of Men and Mare, Maruvial has a great connection to Tamriel itself. She was the one of the first to use time travel, but due to using raw magic, she is unable to travel back. She managed to create a whispering mirror, a magic portal to connect herself with her timeline. She cannot interact, only watch, but it is more than she hoped for. She joined the Weird Sisters and helps protect and heal, so her little Coven cottage is... Here we go, here's a Coven cottage. Little Coven cottage in the Swarm is an ideal place for that, and safe too, because she is still using the old raw magic as one of the Alonfe, and it may affect surrounding weather, whether she wants to or not to. And in this house, you can find various instruments from magic. to heal, to create potions, or just to rest and meditate. And for those she could not help, she arranged a place for eternal rest in the back of the yard. Ooh. And by the way, they've redone some other houses. I'm gonna have to tour those another week. Okay, so here we go. So, a weird sister home. Really building up a lot of backstory for that. I guess I'd never really thought of this weird sisters as being very sympathetic, so that's kind of an interesting way of going with a role-playing feel, kind of like a witch's weird look to it. How do they live? How do they get by, other than with maybe some of the interactions that you've had with them in ESO or in other places? So yeah, we have all sorts of magical stuff. So threw open a portal in time. I'm assuming that she's in the past here. I'm assuming she got thrown back in time. Is she back in time? I don't think it said which direction she went. Travel back to the future, or travel back to the past? Astronar with a follow. Thank you so much. I don't actually have my notifications on for some reason. There we go. Streamlabs. Be good to me. There we go. Thank you. Welcome to our housing hike. Touring Lorien's exercise Coven cottage here on PCEU. Really great use of this tree-henge lady. Kind of protecting the basin down below. Place is full of magic. Now, interesting thing about how Lorien framed this is if I had just come and seen this without any backstory, I would have come over here and been like, oh, it's a creepy graveyard. Which it is, right? But the way she thinks of it, the way that her character thinks of it, is as a eternal resting place for those that she couldn't help. So some extra backstory there. Good intentions are behind here. As creepy as it might be. Just trying our best. Out of time and place. Oh, Silvervin's back. Oh, good. Kind of one with nature here. We have the elk and the fawn. Got fresh hay being brought in. They're well kept care of, right? It's a nice place to live. And then inside of the hut, we have all sort of things for magic. Oh, we even have the magical cat there. Black cat. Perfect. Oh yeah, so if I just saw this without any context, I would see the bandages and be like, ooh, they do creepy things here, terrible things. But according to this, it's a place to rest and heal, so they take in wounded people and try to help them, right? As best they can. Adding this awesome spiral staircase around a central tree that's been placed in the cottage as well. That's awesome. Let's see where it goes. If I can navigate it. It's a little tricky. There we go. And up above we have simple place to rest. Read a book here. Kind of away from the swampy area. So up high would get you out of the range of the bugs and whatnot, right? A little bit safer. Okay, and all sorts of magical things in here too. Okay, thank you, Lorien. I love it. I love some context helps too. Okay, and we'll keep moving along. Get some screenshots along the way. Next up will be our final home for the PCEU section of this week's housing hike. Ananarch has a Stay Moist mansion. It said they went with a darker look on this one, which is interesting because that's what they said last week about the one on PCNA that we toured. And Ananarch said that they do not use any add-ons for creating their homes. So, toured lots of Ananarch's homes on the housing hikes before. Tends to go with a very realistic, nearly like a world building, like you might find a delve that looks like this type of a look. I can kind of see that here too. So here we go. So using the rocks and the trees and even little plants here and there just to go with this very natural look. Like this is a place you very well might find out in Tamriel somewhere, right? I said it was a bit darker. Oh, I'm lagging bad. Oh, okay, a little lag spike. Okay, we're good. Okay, kind of going up. I mean, it looks nice here. It looks like we're just out for a hike. I mean, people have been here before. Oh. This is interesting, because we had a well last week, and we were trapped underneath it. This is kind of the opposite view of it this time. Interesting. Because last week on PCNA, Ananarch had Autumn's Gate decorated, and we were stuck down in the well, and there were all sorts of sacrifices and things going on down there. So this kind of feels like that in a way, which is, this time we're up above, we're not stuck down in the well. But it looks like I'm going to get myself stuck down in the well in a moment. I have to, right? Oh, no. And Ananarch did say that this is all placed by hand, so every single one of those little rocks was placed by hand. I don't wanna go down there. Do I have to? Do I? I think I have to. Jump. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what I expected. I'm stuck in a well. Let me out. Claw my way back out. Can I even follow this path? Oh, it's full of death and disease. Toxins. Poisons. Oh no, it's full of corpses. Looks like lots of people have been tossed down here. But I'm still alive for now. There's also a monster. I guess I'm not alive for very long. This looks like a place where things are hidden. Why do I have to die so much? It's okay. It's just housing. It's supposed to be this nice, relaxing thing. You do whatever you want with it. You roleplay as a character that goes out and picks flowers for a living, right? And then you get tossed into a well full of corpses. That's just the way of it, though. It's just, you can do whatever you want with housing. Okay, we'll wrap up here for this housing hike. It's Demogorgon. It might be something like that. It's just some sort of monster. Perfect. Okay, so I'll wrap up here, and we'll have our PCNA tours tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/jharellis. Okay, perfect. So, this has been a real treat touring these 8 houses on PCEU, and it's fun. It's fun to see what you can do with a housing editor in ESO. Make really good use of the space within the homes, creative uses of furnishings. You can make it really fit like your character's look. You can go for a more modern look. You can make it really crazy. You can go with, make your fantasy dreams come true in housing. So have a lot of fun with it, and I do this each Friday. I've been doing it at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for EU houses and 7 p.m. Eastern Time for NA houses. And if you have a home for me to come and tour, send me a mail in-game at jhartellis. It's the same spelling. And I maybe include some background information. I just need to have visitor permissions and know which home to come tour. It doesn't even have to be your primary residence. Okay, and so have fun with housing, have fun with ESO, and stay spicy. Moo.